The first experiment, called plasticine in water, we are going to use a jar of water, okay, and then 2 balls of plasticine. They are more or less the same shape and the same weight. I prepared it at home in order to make as similar as I can, okay. And so we are going to drop the first ball in the water. What do you think is going to happen?
It flows down, up.
Drown.
Okay. Of course, it sinks. Now I take the second ball, like I told you. It is the same weight of the first one, but I'm going to change the shape, okay? This is the reason why I took a plasticine, okay? And not a normal plastic ball. And I'm going to give the shape of, I hope, a little boat, okay? A sort of shell. What do you think is going to happen if I put this second piece of plasticine with this shape? I hope. Okay.
Flows. It's like
In the first moment, it floats. Okay, floats means galleggiare. And then, I don't know if you saw this, but water goes inside my shell, my second plasticine piece. And when the water was inside, the ball sink on the bottom of the jar. We try to do it again. Okay, better this second. There is no water. Before there is a little hole, the water comes inside and it sinks. Now that it's perfect, no hole, and as you can see, it stays, it floats.
yes.
I'm going to use 2 different syringes, the same, okay. And I need a little tube, plastic tube. With this tube, I'm going to connect the 2 syringes, okay. For this experiment, I'm not going to put water or other fluids inside. So we can say not that it's empty. What is inside my syringes?
Air.
Of course, air. Okay. This is a very simple experiment, but it has a lot of very important and useful applications in everyday life. Okay. I'm going to push down the first piston, and what is going to happen in your mind?
The other one comes up.
Yes.
Okay. And if I do the reverse, of course, the first one goes up. Okay. Yes, it's simple but amazing. Because why you are so surprised? Because there is no force actually applied on this piston, but even if there is no direct force applied, you can see the piston that rise up, and we are going to discover why this happens. Okay? To use the 2 syringes with the plastic tube, but this time I don't need the 2 pistons, so I take off the pistons. And I'm going to use some drops of this one that is food color.
This one is
okay?
called piston.
Yes,
Okay.
piston, like more or less is similar to Italian. It's better if I put a glove, because if not, I'm going to color or my hands. It doesn't matter if you don't have the food color, because the experiment is the same. It's just that you can see better the experiment if I put some color in the water, okay? But you can buy it for a few euros, whatever, at a supermarket, okay? Okay. Okay, Sarah, do you mind to put a little bit of water inside? Stop. Okay, now I'm going to move up and down the two syringes. Can you see that the fluid goes up and down? But what I want you to write down, what I want you to notice is when the fluid stops. Look at me.
When they are
I
at the
try
same
to-
level.
Can you see that now it doesn't move? They are at the same level, the same 8,
On the water.
okay, but not in the
No,
syringe
no, no.
between them. If I compare the level, it's the same. Try again, I change level and let's see when it's up. Even this one, it's very simple, but it has a lot of very useful applications in our everyday life, okay? So I have a bottle that is almost full of water, simple bottle, and I'm going to put this fish inside the bottle, okay? Okay, now we have to wait a little bit. And now I'm going to push, okay, the bottle, and we are going to see what it's going to happen. It takes sometimes a little bit of time in order to start because it is a little bit shy at the beginning. Okay. If I push in the right way, I can decide the 8th of the fish. Okay. If I leave, it comes up or it floats. Okay. If I push, of course, I'm not touching the fish. Okay. The fish is inside the bottle in the water. If I push the bottle, you can see that the fish goes down or sinks. Okay. If I leave a little bit, if I take the right pressure, I can decide where to leave the fish. Okay? On the desk, okay? So this is a bottle, a plastic bottle with 2 holes, and I have put in the holes 2 little pieces of scotch, maybe. Okay. Here and here. Now I'm going to take off the 2 sides of scotch, and what I want you to look is the jet of the water. Like I told you, it only lasts a few seconds, so please pay attention. Okay.
Altro?
It's the same, but... Okay. No, wait a minute. As you can see, the one on the top reach only this distance. The one on the bottom has a distance that is bigger than the first one. Now it's very, very clear. Can you see the difference right now? Okay. We have a bottle. This time there is only 1 hole. Like I did before, I put a little piece of scotch now, and the bottle is closed with a cork. Now I'm going to take off the cork, and then I'm going to take off the little piece of scotch, okay? What do you think is going to happen?
Nothing.
The jets.
Absolutely nothing.
No.
The jets.
I'm joking.
Wait, too much water, my fault. No, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay. Now I put again the cork. Now I open again.
Because of me else. Cioè, se tu non lo sai.
Okay, I close.
Protection.
So I have a syringe with many holes and of course the central hole. And what I want you to notice is the way in which the water spread out from the different holes. It is the same from each hole or it is different. There is a particular direction or it goes wherever. Okay, is it clear?
Oddio, adesso...